Hello there. My name is Stevie. This is a super exciting day. This is my first YouTube video ever that I'm making, which is exciting. I've been going back and forth in my head and just being super anxious about whether or not I should do this. And I'm kind of going stir crazy in my house right now. So what other to do if not to make a YouTube video that probably nobody's gonna watch, but it's all right. Um, the main reason I'm doing this, like I said, besides the fact that I need to do something and like a creative outlet sounded the most productive, I don't know. I really love books. I've loved reading. I love collecting books. It's been a huge thing. I think it all stemmed from when I read Looking for Alaska for the first time, and she had like her own like personal library, and I was like, that's what we're doing with our life. So on and off, I've been collecting books, I think since I was in high school. I just turned 32 a week ago, so it's been quite a while. Um, I feel like I don't have as many books as one would think for have been collecting books for like 15 years, but we're here, and I thought it might be kind of fun to share some of my books with you guys and see if anyone would find it interesting. So if you happen to be here, thank you, and you're a real one. So let's get started. Hello. So I said I was going to give you guys kind of like a, I guess, brief, maybe slightly detailed rundown of the books in my collection. So let's check them out.
So please ignore the ones on the floor. I'm like to the point where I need to stop buying books because like physically there's no more room in my house really unless I bought another bookshelf, and then some are to give away for a friend. But anyways, we'll ignore that. We'll move up to the top. So for all of you younger peeps or just ladies out there that I've seen categorized by color and size, stresses me out. But now I'm not gonna lie, now that I've heard that people actually do that, looking at the size difference of some of mine, like, look at this. That's gross. I get it. But I organize mine by genre and then usually alphabetically within the genre. For the most part, I guess not all the time, and they need to be redone. So, this section was some like really good nonfictions, and then it kind of moved into more of the historical fiction. We have some presidential stuff. That's my boo right there. And then it kind of moves into the more classic books. I have some of these. The ones on the top kind of just got shoved there because once again I have a problem and I don't know where to put anything. So yeah, there's more classics. These are my leather bounds. I'm obsessed with these. I think they're beautiful. For somebody who has a lot of books, there's like some that I actually do need to go through and purge, even though I'm trying to like build up a library. It's just like not necessary to have ones that I'm like never gonna look at. So these ones were actually donated to me via one of my family members. Do I ever think I'm gonna read Reader's Digest? No. Do I even know what Reader's Digest is? No. But I have them. I guess they look pretty cool. One year for my birthday, my best friend, I asked her, I was like, can you just get me really old looking books? I think when we were like 17 or 18. And she came out with these gems and they're insane. They're kind of hard to look at right now, but this is like my kid section. This is like really where I like fell in love with reading. We can shout out to right over here. I don't know if you can see it, but that Thief Lord, that's my original copy and it means everything to me. Inkheart, incredible. Some of the Harry Potters, I actually wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter as a kid, so I think those I ended up collecting later on because my mom threw the ones that I had out. So cool. And then it kind of moves into my young adult. For me, this is like in my heart of hearts probably my favorite section just because I love them so much. They mean a lot to me. But yeah, so these are the young adults. They're really pretty, except for that one who's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, and then it moves from here into like the sci-fi. If you ask me right now, it'd probably be a tie between Red Rising series and this book that I haven't really heard anyone talk about. It's called 3 by Jay Posey. It's another sci-fi book. This is like, I've read it, no joke, 2 or 3 times. It's really good. But yeah, it kind of keeps going with the sci-fi, and then it goes into more of like the mystery section. I have some of those. Maybe like action-y, I don't really know. I need to redo these. And then it goes into the romance. My grandma actually gave me this Shades of Grey, and I'm like still not fully recovered from it. Fantasy, it's probably the biggest section that I have. I love a good fantasy book. Like paranormal, these ones are really, really good. Kelly Armstrong is an incredible author. I love every series that I've read by her. She has the Bitten series, which is really good, and then it kind of keeps going. I think there's 13 of them total. Ignore the fact that I have 2. My best friend actually bought me the like first half of the series, at least, I guess 3/4 of it, I don't know. She bought it for me, and then I ended up being at Half Price Books and I found an autographed copy of it, so I was like, I have to pick that up. So I need to donate the original one, but those are really good. She also have a Canesville series. Love, love, love that. Really good. Yeah, I've honestly stayed away from like BookTok, BookTube forever, and in the last like month or two I've succumbed to it. So I do have some like of the newer ones. I really, really like this one. I haven't read the second one yet, but Serpent of the Wings of Night I was like pleasantly impressed with. I thought it was really good. More fantasy. If you know, you know. And like this was a fever dream to me for like when I was a teenager, but this isn't a good one to show you guys. It's a series about this mouse. You see this? Incredible. And yeah, it's just like a fantasy series about this mouse that I remember reading when I was in like late elementary school, maybe. I'm pretty sure it was elementary school. And then I convinced myself that that was an actual fever dream because I was like, surely that's not a real thing. Told my best friend about it. She came back with all these books, and then I ended up buying the rest of them. Great. Classic Narnia. These are my original copies from when I was like a kid, so they're not the best quality, but I do love them. I didn't have the like cognitive abilities as a child to actually understand what I was reading. I think I was just going off vibes because the original movie had just came out, I think, when I got these. I would like to go through and reread them now that I'm like a schmid smarter. These are some of the more popular books that I found recently that I really liked. I actually got all of these on a trip to Portland a little while ago. This, one of the craziest books I've ever read. Insane. So yeah, these are kind of just ones that I like don't have room for. I recently got Book of the Month. Shout out to them. This one, somebody gave this to me a while ago, and when I got my Book of the Month series, I was like, oh, this is so satisfying. I'll have my own section. That'll be like its own genre as Book of the Month. And then I was looking through my books. I've never actually, fun fact, read a Emily Henry book. But I was looking through and I was like, oh, maybe I should try this. And then I looked at the top and I was like, wait a minute. So I have 4, even though I've only done 3 months of these, but I will be reading that one next. I do like all the ones that I've gotten so far. I think they're really good. Kind of goes into more fantasy books. Yeah, I am definitely a Sarah J. Maas lover. I haven't read the Throne of Glass series, but I have gotten to all of these, read that one. I was obsessed with this. Haven't read this one yet. My Game of Thrones. Oh my goodness. Yeah, some more fantasy series. The Witcher, fun fact, again, is my favorite series. I lent out the first book and now I don't have it anymore, so that kind of sucks. I bought one of these cute little knickknack things, I don't know, a year and a half ago. It's like halfway done, haven't finished it. I don't know if that goes with like I'm an Aries and like I just am impatient and like shoved it in here, but yeah, so there's that. And then I think these are more just like random fiction books that I had. Okay, so we can move on to more randomly placed books because I don't have any room. I have a stack on my desk. So these ones are honestly in no particular, there's no rhyme or reason why they're here. They're just kind of the ones that I've purchased more recently, so therefore they don't have an actual home. This one, I've went to a lot of like warehouse sales. That's where I feel like most, like the bulk of my collection is from. And I think I just like picked up the second book in this series, thinking that it'd be cool, but I never had the first one, so I never actually started it. Recently found the first one, so I was like, oh, that's exciting. Got that. Apparently this guy's a piece of shit. I hadn't heard of him before. I think I'm just out of the loop, but I read the back of this book at a bookstore and it was like, this sounds like something I would like, so I picked it up. So we'll see if I actually read it or continue it, but I don't know. I'm not going to apologize for this. I absolutely will not. My boyfriend was a little bit disgusted with me when I bought this series as like a 31-year-old, but you know what? I don't care. I love it. I'm always gonna love it. This is another like book series that like my mom was like devil worship, so she threw it out when I was a kid. Joke's on you, Mom, because I got her back. Still waiting on Breaking Dawn. I reread Twilight and New Moon. It's everything that I remember it being. I have not reread Eclipse, so I'll probably do that again soon. And then Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow is one that I recently picked up. I actually read that one, I think as soon as I got it. I really liked that book. I thought it was good. And then I guess we can keep going over here. So most of this is dedicated to Stephen King. He has so many books, it's overwhelming. I haven't read all of them, or like even close to halfway of all of them, even half the ones that I have. But the ones that I have read, I really liked. If you know, what is it? Oh my God, it's my favorite thing ever and I forgot it. Stand By Me is my favorite movie of all time. I don't know why. It's just like arguably a shitty 80s movie, but I'm obsessed with it, always will be. I didn't know it was a Stephen King like adaptation because it was so normal compared to the wild shit he normally comes out with. But I spent years looking for the Stand By Me book. Not years, that's really dramatic. I spent a long time when I was a teen looking for it. And then come to find out it's just part of a short story collection called Different Seasons. So I found it, or my best friend's aunt found it for me, I think, actually. She was like, is this the one you've been looking for? And I was like, oh, the one that I've already owned. So this is another one that I could definitely just like donate. This one's fairly new. I think it came out in like 21, 22 maybe. That's the last one that I just read, and I actually really liked it. He doesn't dip into the like fantasy genre that often, but I feel like he should because I really like that book. Green Mile's a classic. I don't remember it, but I remember really liking it. He's just really, like, all of his movies end up being so good, I feel like. The classic, My Everything, It. I read that with a coworker like 2 Halloweens ago, and it took me so long, but it was so worth it. It's so good. What else we got here? The Outsider. Top 3 for sure. Love that one. I really want to read The Stand, but like, look at it. Just look at it. It's longer than it, like too much. 11/22/63 I think would probably be second on my like top 3 list. I love this one. It's so good. I haven't finished the show with James Franco, but I think they did a really good job. I'm sorry, where is my favorite one? Okay, yell if you see Dr. Sleep. Anyways, The Shining, really good. Dr. Sleep is the sequel, and I'm not really like a big sequel person. Oh, it's right here. Favorite one, 100% favorite book ever. It beat The Shining for me. It beat It for me. A bit. It's really good. And then it kind of just goes into like, there's not really a rhyme or reason why these are here. Why do I keep saying that? There's no real reason that these books are like in this spot. I think this is just a continuation of my fiction ones. Maybe, I don't know. And there's some like, I'm studying psychology right now, so there's some like a sprinkling of psychology books, I guess, randomly in here. This is another series that I don't know if I've ever seen anyone like talk about it. Sorry to the library that I like apparently never gave this back to. Ooh. Anyways, this book series, incredible. It's like spy, but make them teens. And so the whole premise of the book is, well, I'll tell you guys later. But yeah, these are really good. They're called the Cherub series. I don't have all of them, but really good.
Anyway, so that is my entire book collection. Thank you so much if you happen to watch this video. I appreciate it. I might try to make some more videos, just kind of going over maybe in depth some more books that I really like. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.